Well, we're going to try this again, folks. Hi, it's Donna with AK Gal Stamps. I have definitely had a challenge the last few days with getting on YouTube. I think it's just the area that I live in. Probably a lot of people are on their computers and all that stuff, so I think that's probably the reason, but I know I'm a challenge with all this tech stuff, but I tried to share a card on Monday, but that didn't work, and I was at Fish, our food pantry in the area yesterday. So we've got a little bit of time today. So I thought I would pop on and show you the card and how to make it. It is a standing box card. I got it from Connie Stewart. And I'm doing a little bit of things a little differently, but it's basically the same. And another idea popped up in my head and I might try that too. So I'm going to turn the card around or the camera around and we will get started. Let's see, is that gonna work? I know I had my phone all ready in case it just didn't work, because my phone works a lot better than my computer sometimes. So these are the bases that you need. I don't know what I spilled on that. I think it was water. You need a base that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Hi, Cindy. You need another base, same color, that's 8.25 by 5.5, and you're going to score it, which I'll do with you. But you're going to score it a half, 1.25, 2, and 2 3/4 on each end. You're going to need designer series paper or printed paper. You need one that's 2.5 by 5.25, and you need 4 that are 5/8 of an inch by 5.25, and then you'll need white that is 4.25 by 4 by 5.25. See, I'm just so far behind, I think I'm first. So I didn't get my paper all scored, so I'm going to do that. Let's see, I've got my 2 pieces of paper, and you see one is clearly shorter. So the shorter one, that is 8.25, you need to score at 1/2 inch. And the first one is 1/2 inch, but the others are all 3/4 of an inch in distance. 1/2 inch. Then 1.25, and I'm using the side because it's just easier. I have more to grab. Then I'm going to flip it over, do 2, and then 2 3/4. And you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So can you see those? You can see those a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do 1/2 inch. And 1.25. Then I'm going to turn it around and do 2 and 2 3/4. Yeah, Monday I went all the way till the end and had no idea that it had completely stopped at 4 because it still said that I was live. So that was kind of a bizarre thing on Monday. Yes, this is Petunia Pop. Yes, and I am using the paper that I had used last week. It's in the new, it's a Memories and More pack. I think it's a Celebrations pack, but I'm using that. I just really like this particular panel of paper. It has all the colors in it. So, I got that light on. Right. Okay, so this is the 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. So we'll burnish that. And then this one is got all the score lines. So we're just doing mountain folds on all of these. That's better for me. I can see better now. So I got all those mountain folds and then all these mountain folds. Yeah, I thought, well, my video was fine. And then when I went and looked back, it's like, oh, it's only 4 minutes long. Okay. Yeah. Just bizarre. I'm going to try really hard to get to see them all today before the funeral. Wednesdays is my kid day, so I get my grandkids. So I'm going to put on the 1/2-inch flap, I am putting some Terran tape on there. You want really good adhesive whenever you're doing a movable card like this. It's like Terran tape and Tombow are really good permanent glues. What I'm finding is knockoff Terran tapes will actually dry and separate. So a card I made a year ago, or well, no, actually a couple of years ago, during COVID, those cards are falling apart. So I'm going to take my Terran tape off. This is just really good sticky Terran tape. It is better than what you can get on Amazon. And I'm just folding this over. I just folded it over one extra cube and laid it flat. So see, for most cards, if you have multiple folds and you're making a box or something like that, if you come in one fold above where your Terran tape is, usually if you lay it flat like this, it will line up perfectly. But I can't do it the same way because I already have the box on the other side. So there's your box, your standing box part. It's going to go like this. Okay. This is the hardest part. You need to have your pillars going like this. Flatten them because this will mail flat. You need to flatten them. You want your adhesive on these panels, right? These are the ones that are going to be touching the card. Okay. But you got to lay them flat. I'm going to use Tombow on this so that it's a little bit easier for me to put in place. Okay. You try and do them both at the same time. So this, you want this to be this far away from the edge, so that's why it makes it easier to lay it like this. You lay it all the way to the side, and I'm laying it down flat, and then this one flat. So I'm just kind of pressing these in. And there you go. Then it gives you like that 3/4 inch section on each side. Okay. So I've got 4 of these 5/8 by 5 1/4. Of course, who knows how they were supposed to go? It doesn't matter, but I think I want them the other way. I want them this way. I think this went this way. Celebrate. This is here. So I'm going to put this one here. Okay, I'm going to start on this end and put these flaps right here with liquid adhesive. These aren't big borders. I think Connie's did more. I need to bring that down a little bit. Connie's, she had them the exact width of the panel. I mean, she did do 5/8. That's on that side. This is going on. This is where I want to add. I want to add more DSP on here. So I'm just going to lay this like this, lay it down flat, bring it down, set it in place like that. There's that. Okay. So this goes on this side. See, I like this paper. It's so bright and cheery. It's Memories and More, though. You get like is it 4 by 6 pieces and then 3 by 4 pieces, I think. They are good for scrapbooking and card making. We're going to be using something like that in my mini retreat. Not this one, not this stuff, because I can't order that yet to get enough. All I can get is one. Or no, I didn't even order this. This came in my on stage after hours stuff that they gave us. Okay, so like that. Okay, so there you go. So that way you've got it on both sides. I like that. Now this is going to go right here. And see the balloons go that way, and I'm using this side. And this is thicker. Memories and More paper is thicker. Okay. There's that and that. I like Petunia Pop. It's definitely one of my favorites. So I did this stamp, which is this one in this set. Hi Tracy. Hi Lenore. So I like this stamp set. It was in my pre-order, but I really like it. It just has some nice positive things on it. And this is the die that I used to cut this out. But then on another card I did just a solid cardstock with this as a background. They all cut out like a little heart. So I like those. This can be a guy, could be a guy or a girl card. And then you've got two of these, which are lines or the dotted. And then this little one. It goes with, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have it or not. I mean, it's that. That's what I did on Monday, this card that you didn't get to see. But I know I have a card. Oh, here's one that does this. Can you see that? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, this is all coming. This is, I believe, going to be an online exclusive in May. It seems like I was really goofy when I ordered my stuff. I ordered pretty much all online exclusive except for one, the one that I got when I stamped it on stage. So this one was the one I did Monday that we didn't get to see. Yeah. So this, isn't that fun? Isn't that I keep on going over to the wrong camera. I'm sorry. I'm such an idiot. So this is really fun. This has got the Petunia Pop and the Timid Tiger, which is a new in color. And I really like this. I'm going to turn a light on. Is that better? Probably not. Okay. So I did these letters like this in the Petunia Pop. Okay. I like these colors together. I think they work well, and it doesn't even show that. Well, these colors aren't on the color wheel, so that's why you don't see them. But I really like. I wonder if they're going to update the color wheel, or if they're just going to do their primary colors right now. Because the one we have right now has the in colors in it. Okay. So we got that. Here is our 4 by 5 1/4. You got to huff on it to get it kind of moist. And if I don't do it straight, I can put the one that I punched out. Oh, that's pretty straight. That's pretty straight. And it gives like lines on it. I really like that. I like that look. Now you can only color on with Stampin' Write markers. You cannot use the blends on your stamps. It will not work. And it will dye your stamps. It'll stain them permanently. And because it dries so quickly, you cannot put any ink on your paper. By the time you get to your paper, even if it's like 2 seconds, it's already gone. So anyway, I like that. I really like that look. So I'm wondering what blue paper. Oh, this. Are you talking about this, Lenore? This blue paper? Because I think this is on Last Chance. It is the Country Lace. Country Lace paper. I don't have very much left. I've got scraps, but I have one sheet of one other piece, but it's mostly scraps that I have now. Their wood paper that's in the same suite is Stain, which I don't even know where that is. I think I don't have that much of that, but I can reorder it because it's going to stay. They have a suite that has the birds in it, and so this woods paper is also with that lace. But I only have scraps. And my team's going to do do scrap cards and stuff on our next team meeting. So anyway, so that was that die. Showed you the dies. They have this stamp, which you can die cut if you want to put that. That's what I used for this outer area. Outer area was this one in the Misty Moonlight. Let me turn it around so you can see them. You are so very kind, just for you, and it's a wonderful day to celebrate you. So they're just pretty much sentiments in this stamp set. So, anywho, but I did punch that out just in case I would screw it up, and that's a retired punch. Retired, so you just use what you have. But I really like that. I like that. And this one, I've tried to color with the fine tip on this, color in the Celebrate to add some color. I like that one, when you can do that. Okay. So we got this part all together. We're going to put this on, and I'm not going to use dimensionals on this because it's already a thick card, right? It is already thick. So I am going to try coming on at 10 o'clock from now on. I'm not going to do I've had so many problems trying to do a Monday night at 7. And I have my BTC group live with a Zoom on at 9 o'clock. So I just can't seem to get it to work, my YouTube to work at night. So these I think are retiring. These are the adhesive back pearl trio. Like these colors. Maybe they're not. No, I think they're not. I'm wrong. They are not retiring. You know what? I did this the wrong direction. Oh my gosh. My card's going this way. I got to do that again. Oh my gosh. I cracked myself up. So I saw on Facebook today that my daughter, who had back surgery last week, had a herniated disc, a really bad one, that she caused her to not be able to walk. She unloaded the dishwasher today. She said she didn't bend. She used a grabber, but I still want to shake my finger at her and tell her she's grounded. She's 40. But she, I think, is sometimes like me, and she just can be an overachiever or have delusions of grandeur. That's what I'm thinking. Now let's see if we can actually do this one that straight. Probably not, but we'll try. Yep, got a little bit of a line, but that's okay. That is okay. Just a teeny line. Okay, so that is correct. That's going on the inside. We need some embellishments. And it's I'm pretty excited because I've got one more weekend. This weekend, and then next weekend is our spring fling spring retreat. So I'm looking forward to that. I wish they had smaller ones. Okay, so we've got that. I know it feels like it needs more. I get that. But then we'll put this on the inside. I wish it had something that was swirly. I'm looking. I am looking. I think I used stamps that, or I used a stamp that I just kept repeating something, but I'm looking for something else. Maybe we'll put a butterfly. I'm going to use the spotlight on nature here real quick because I feel like the inside needs something, just something. This stamp set is interesting, the spotlight on nature, because the dies do not cut out any of the images. They're all circle shapes, but I'm so glad that they are staying in. So, because they are really cool dies. Okay, so can we do this like this? It's kind of a big. Oh, let's try this. Let's try this. Can I take that off? Baby wipes. I use them more than I did when I had a baby. Okay, so we are going to try this. I know you're like, what is she doing? What is she doing? We are going to do this. Did you see that? Did you see that? Hopefully you guys saw what I just did. If I was off camera, I will do it again. Did you see how I did that with this stamp? Yeah, nobody's figured out what I'm doing with the boxes. Nobody has figured out what these are, and I'm not going to show anybody. You're going to have to be surprised. So I'm going to put that inside. Okay, that's going to go inside, but I just want to show you in case I was off camera, because that's how I roll. I need a piece of white. I need a piece of white. Here's some white. Okay, so this only goes one direction when you're stamping on your paper, right? I use my silicone craft sheet, stamp on it, make sure it's nice and wet, and then simply turn it and place it where I want it on my paper. And there you go. You got your butterfly going the opposite direction. Isn't that awesome? No, I did not come up with. Somebody years and years and years ago came up with this, but it's a good tip. There's your tip for the day. So, and now I will show you all my other cards once I glue this one in. Of course, I'm still using the same sentiment, but I am using different paper. But anyways, I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm going to be going on at 10 a.m. instead of 7 on Mondays. So I'm going to try really hard to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I may do a reel on Wednesdays. You never know. Okay, so that's today's card. Okay, we got today's card. Then I made this one a little bit more masculine, using the same paper that came with the blue paper that Lenore said she liked so much. So there's that one, kind of a guy card. And then this was the first one I made using that, what is that paper? I used the vellum because I haven't been using the vellum from the Floral and Gingham vellum and the Floral Delight. See, this is all I got. I got scraps of Floral Delight. Okay. That's why I was thinking about scrap cards. because next week I'm probably going to do a lot of scrap cards. This is what the original design was, I think, that Connie did, going from top to bottom. I cut this down, and then I decided I wanted to cut this down. You can tell this is my first one because I messed up. When I laid it down, I messed it up. You got to lay it, you got to fold it this way. See, you got to fold it this way to glue it down. That way it'll give this 3/4 inch on each side. So anyway, let's see. Oh, and this is the one that I made on Monday that y'all didn't get to see, with the pretty blue paper. So this is fun. You can do a lot with this. I really like this set, but it won't be coming out till like May 3rd, something like that, in an online exclusive. So anyway, I'm so glad you guys stopped by. If you aren't subscribed, I'd love it if you subscribed. Do the like, share, all that stuff so that more people will see me, because the more of those that I get, the more they show up in feeds. So from what I understand. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. And I'll see y'all on Friday at 10 a.m. Bye.